Not crybabies. Is trash not good enough for you? Nobody move! No, I don't have time, okay?
Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm a professional soul singer. Today we're going to be discovering
Hello there, my dudes. I hope you're having a magical day filled with frivolity. Welcome back to another Soul Singer Discovers. Today we're going to be discovering Van Halen, which I'm not gonna lie, every time I've come to say it so far, I keep saying Van Helsing. When you're obsessed with Dracula, everything that says Van beforehand is just Van Helsing. Van Helsing! But before we get into it, it's time for another Metalhead Musings. Today's Metalhead Musings comes from J Joker. J Joker says, I've seen tons of reaction videos to this song, and you're the only one who's ever mentioned auto-tune. I've never once thought he sounded like a country singer, but everyone is entitled to their opinion. J Joker, thank you. Thank Christ. See, I was under the opinion that the metal community was filled with what can only be described as not crybabies. Unfortunately, in a 20-minute video of glowing review of the fact that I thought that the Disturbed singer David Draymond was fabulous, I mentioned passingly that I thought there might be some pitch correction on one or two of the lines, and people lost their minds. I get it, okay? I get it. You love artists so much, you can't bear it. But I love that there are still some people in the world who can hear contrary opinions to theirs and not have kittens. Spoiler alert, I definitely have my own opinion. So thank you, J Joker, for understanding that as a human being, I might have a different opinion from yourself and everyone else. Apparently that's a big controversial thing these days. Today, let's get down to it. We're going to be listening to some Van Halen. This video is actually today dedicated to the wonderful friend that we stayed with in New York. Some of you may know if you're on my community posts that a few weeks back, me and Levi went to New York City and we stayed with a friend in Brooklyn called Renee. He is a wonderful man. We had a beautiful time. The one thing I didn't realise before I got there is just how big a Van Halen fan Renee was. And him and Levi talked extensively about them, and I had to sit there going, oh dear, please never let Renee find out that I don't know any Van Halen. He may well have burned me at the stake, but he didn't. Instead, he looked after us, showed us around Brooklyn, introduced us to some lovely people. So this video really is for Renee. If any of the rest of you like it, that's a side issue. Let's head over to Rosie the Robot for some interesting facts that I didn't know about Van Halen. Van Halen is an American rock band formed in Pasadena, California in 1972. The original lineup consisted of Eddie Van Halen, Alex Van Halen, David Lee Roth and Michael Anthony. Eddie Van Halen, widely regarded as one of the greatest guitarists in rock history. I'm really expecting something special from that blurb. Do you know what I mean? Oh wait, nobody move! What do you think of my new posters? I know some of you were having little votes in the comment section about what I should put up. I actually have a couple of different posters. These are the two I've put up today. I feel like there should be one there, but no, I don't have time, okay? And if you haven't seen Pumpkinhead, what were you doing? Just watching Oscar-nominated wonderful films? Is trash not good enough for you? Let me know in the comment section what you think about my posters. So let's do it. Van Halen, Panama. Boop. Why? Pausing. um, Already, I love the vibe. The vibe is strong on this one. It's clear that they're all just having a really fabulous time. I've no idea who decided that propelling the band onto the stage like that was a good idea. Also, I've noticed that the bass guitarist has easily the ugliest bass guitar I've ever seen. And I'm just saying that ugly's not always a bad thing, okay? I'll let you dig the bones out of that in the comments section. Really fun, super fun. Like, I think I was expecting something a little bit heavier. And it's David Lee Roth on vocals. It's all very sort of punchy just now. Ba 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 ba. It's very talkative. So there's nothing yet for me to grab onto. I love that there's loads of backing vocals. I love when backing vocals are not just an afterthought. They're absolutely a loudish part of what's going on. They really can bring something really special to a track. Let's keep going. Boop. Nice.
Yeah, we're running a little bit hot tonight. I can barely see the road from the heat coming on. Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back.
Pausing. David Lee Roth is doing something. Okay, here's the thing. David Lee Roth's not doing anything vocally spectacular. He's kind of just going ba 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 ba. It's all very well within his range, not particularly technically astonishing. However, he's doing this thing where he's kind of going, wow! But it's much higher than that. It sounds like whistle register. Because it's like crazy high, but it's got the thinness that whistle register has. And the sort of, I think all whistle register in my ears feels distorted. Even like Minnie Riperton, literally every one of it, even the smoothest, sweetest high end of whistle register has a texture to it, and it sounds like that. Which is interesting because he's not doing anything in the rest of the song that's particularly technically astonishing, but that particular, being able to do that one thing, which some singers are only capable of doing that one thing, is a very technically difficult thing to do. I unfortunately cannot do it. I have too much natural distortion on my voice, and it kind of prohibits me from doing it. Yeah, I wish he would do it a little bit more so I could hear it, but he's only doing it for like a snapshot. He's using it as just ornamentation throughout the song. I like that little turnaround as well that went from the very driving Panama through Eddie's solo and into that sort of like lower side. I think the bassist is the cutest in the band. Not that matters. I prefer my men to be a bit more burly, less foppish. There's lots of new words going on today. Eddie Van Halen has been described as like one of the greatest guitarists of all time. And whilst I'm listening to this, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's ideas in here that I've heard before, but I have to keep reminding myself that this was pre a lot of different things, modern music wise. And Eddie Van Halen was certainly exercising ideas that really wouldn't have been conceptualised yet, which is very cool. And it's hard as a modern listener who hasn't heard it before to not go, well, I've heard that kind of stuff before. You haven't. You haven't then. Not by that person. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's keep going. Boop. Of course. Okay. I really liked it. I think that the vibe was really fun. I feel like I said this about Thin Lizzy. I love bands where their music video is just them on stage with some like intersplicing of other stuff. I really love that. I like David Lee Roth's voice. I want to hear more of that weird whistle thing that he's doing. That weird whistle shout, because it's very interesting. Strange texture to it. I also quickly looked up what the song's about. Because I was like, did they go to Panama and have a great time? Because that would be really cool. But no, despite its name, the song is not about the country. Instead, the song was reportedly written about a car. In an interview with Howard Stern, lead singer David Lee Roth explained the meaning behind the song. Although the song lyrics feature some suggestive lyrics, it is about a car that Roth saw race in Las Vegas. Its name was Panama Express, hence the title of the song. I wouldn't have got that. I thought it was either about Panama and having a really great time in Panama, or a woman called Panama. Really great fun song. I'm looking forward to getting into more Van Halen. I think that they don't take themselves too seriously, despite the fact that, you know, Eddie Van Halen was a very competent guitarist, very competent, and David Lee Roth has also like got some really good weird chops, weirdly. So I kind of like that. I do love bands who are very good at what they do, but they don't take themselves super seriously. We will be returning to Van Halen again. This is more for the lovely Renee. Renee, if you do ever get a chance to watch this, thank you for letting us stay in your home. Thank you for showing us around Brooklyn. We had such a wonderful time. We look forward to you coming to Scotland and freezing to death. You're a wonderful man. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to all of my patrons, as always. Thank you to all of you who've sat and watched, listened, commented, liked, subscribed. I will try and get around your comments. I have a backdated about 1 billion comments, but I'm getting there. Until next time, my dudes, rock on!